Hello everyone, welcome back to another Kingdom, New Lands, Beginner's Guide. This time we'll be talking about shrines. And I don't mean the obelisk that allows you to upgrade your walls, I am talking about this right behind me. This is the Archer statue or shrine. It's also known by other names, but honestly, it buffs the archers. It's the Archer shrine in my opinion. So it costs 4 coins. And you can see it's got a little statue in the middle. It's got like these pillars over here that carry braziers that can be lit on quote-unquote fire. And then we've got these statues on the edges with 3 engravings. Let's see what they do by upgrading it to the first level. So the fireplaces light up. We can see the statue now has a bow out and some arrows. Once again, to confirm that this is the Archer statue, and we have a little bit of blue here. But we can still buy more upgrades here. All up to a maximum of 3. Basically what this means is duration. It will decay by 1 level per day. So we just bought 3 levels. It'll stay for 3 days. It's pretty useful. Now what this does is it will give our archers extra accuracy against the greed over there. So over here we've been expanding our wall. They will fire a lot more accurately at the enemy. You know, can be very effective. They'll have a way easier time firing over the wall like they are now. There we go. So you know, essential for late game survival and such. Yeah, Archer statue is the first statue that you will be able to unlock. And you can find it on the first island, actually. There we go, it's right there. So you'll only need to complete 1 game to get it. After that, you'll be able to get the second statue, which is the Builder's Shrine. Keep calling it statues, right? You know what I mean. Then on the 3rd island, you'll be able to get the Farmer Shrine. On the 4th island, you'll eventually be able to get the Warrior Shrine. So we'll go a little bit more in depth now as we take a look at the 2nd, 3rd and 4th. One last thing before we move on. As the day moves on, you'll be able to see these decay and eventually drop down. But yeah, aside from that, you don't really get any other indication that the statue is about to run out. But anyway, let's move on to the Builder Shrine, shall we? Right, so over here, the second statue that you'll probably unlock in your career is the Builder statue, or the Builder Shrine. It basically gives you a buff to your wall's hit points. And once we go over a bit further to the left here, you'll be able to see your builders will be able to place down a little particle placement over this wall saying that, hey, you know, its hit points will be higher. It'll take greed longer to get through the wall. And it will be able to tank more damage before it crumbles. First it'll take off the little magical buff, then it'll start crumbling the wall, so you know. This is the Farmer Shrine. We'll upgrade it over here just to see how it looks. There we go. This will increase the amount of farm slots you can have, so on a fully upgraded farm, where you have a shack where people stay overnight, you can normally have 4 people. Oh dear, that's greed. I'm gonna have to move really quickly, because we are likely going to get a huge attack. But yeah, it'll increase the amount of farming slots you have from 4 to 8. Obviously not in winter. In winter you'll have less spots. But during the spring and even fall, that will be very useful in you building up some revenue. So you can store it in your treasury if you need it during the winter. Which, you know, saving up is very helpful. Anyway, I've got to run. I've got some greed on my tail. I'll see you guys at the next statue. Right, welcome to the final statue of the game. This is the Warrior statue. It'll allow your knights to basically lunge out at enemies and kill a bunch of them if they're all lined up in a row. This will make your knights actually fight back. It is very useful for taking out portals. Costs 8 coins. So, like the Builder Shrine, it is one of the more expensive ones, but there you go. That is In my opinion, a very good one to have, although I have noticed if you have people... Like, just follow me for a second. We're gonna go over here. You have your knights standing out here, right? And suddenly greed attacks. They'll lunge out at the enemy, sure. But, if you have a catapult there, they might get hit and they might lose their job, which is all very unfortunate. You're refusing to come with me, aren't you? Anyway, that has been it for this little guide. Ignore day 105 up there. Hopefully you'll learn something from this quick look at these different shrines in Kingdom New Lands. If you did, do leave a like down below so that others know this video is sort of informative. And why not let them know in a comment as well while you're down there. Next video will probably be about mounts. So, you know, definitely subscribe to get a notification when that goes live. And as always, until next time, have a good one, folks.